And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to CD Olimpia versus LD Alajuelense in the Scotiabank CONCACAF League 2022 final leg 1. Should be a good match to watch. Should be a good one. It's going to be a good game, I believe. CD Olimpia contra LD Alajuelense, La Liga de CONCACAF de Scotiabank 2022 Grand Final Partido Aira. Should be a very good match tonight. In Tegucigalpa, Honduras, Estadio Chalato Ucles, the home of Olimpia. They host the first leg. Of course, Alajuelense hosts the second leg and the final ever CONCACAF League match next week. Same time, a week from now, we see who lifts the trophy down there in Costa Rica. But with that being said, should be a good final. Should be a very good final. Lineups are as follows for the home side: Olimpia under Pedro Troglio. In goal, Edric Menjivar. The back three: Mylor Nunez, Jose Garcia, and Brian Becales. The midfield five: Jose Pinto, Jorge Alvarez, Carlos Sanchez, Carlos Pineda, and Michael Chirinos. And the front two: Brian Moya and Jorge Benguche. Jerry Bankston is on the bench tonight. We'll see how that changes anything. Then you have, for Alajuelense, the away side under Fabian Coito, former Honduras manager as well. In goal, Leonel Moreira. The back four: Ian Smith, Giancarlo Gonzalez, Alexi Gambo, and Aubrey David. The back four, the midfield five: Yael Lopez, Celso Borges, Jose Cubero, Freddy Gondola, and Alexander Lopez. And the striker, Johan Venegas for LD Alajuelense. The 2020 champions, Olimpia, the 2017 inaugural champions. Can they be the final champions as well? We got Winvo in the house. Saprissa is an esports team. Most European teams do, except Real Madrid and Bayern Munich and some others, exactly. Which is kind of crazy that Saprissa is an esports team, but technically every MLS team does as well. So it's not some weird out of CONCACAF either. Definitely going to be a good game. Got Rory in the house. How we doing? Changed my theme to dark. I think everybody's is with this new YouTube redesign. But my theme was dark for hell since I got my new phone back last year. Timber's offseason is going to be good. Evander is a damn good player. If we sign him, he'll be our club record signing. It seems like a good move to make. But I guess that means you couldn't gazump Charlotte to that other guy. If the next Club World Cup does get hosted in U.S. in February, do you think it'll have the current format or the 2014 format? Current format. But that still means we have two MLS teams there because, of course, Seattle Sounders and then whoever wins MLS Cup. So that would be very interesting, I have to say. Be very interesting, I'd have to say. But still, two MLS teams. Who would have thought? They're just showing that bracket for ages, aren't they? Let me see some. Had to make sure. I would laugh, but I think he'd probably do a better job than Brian Cashman. I'll give him that. Lol. Yeah. Pumas play Carolina Railhawks, a.k.a. North Carolina FC, beat us 2-1 in North Carolina. I mean, that's better than some other teams have done. But here we go, getting ready for this first leg. Super chats are on as well. We're here, CONCACAF League Final, the last ever CONCACAF League Final. Because, of course, there's going to be changes to the pyramid in CONCACAF competitions starting in 2023. The fall of 2023 for the new Champions League in 2024 spring. CONCACAF League is getting chopped away for that. Of course, Leagues Cup, the Central American Cup, and the Caribbean Cup will be qualifiers to the new expanded Champions League. And also, MLS wants to change their playoff format again, but we'll talk about that on Friday because I think there will be another episode of there will be another episode of TFC Midwest. And while there hasn't been many TFC news except one rumor in Chris Mavinga, so I'm sure there'll be some good timing about the new possible playoff format. So, twice, yeah. Well, technically it was different. No, you don't go to Conference League if you lose in Europa. You just get knocked out. I don't think the round of 32 drops you. Or the round, play-in round now. You just play Europa until you're knocked out. Pumas keeper did a sitting kick away. You already know this. Did this last year. Lamau. That would sell a lot of tickets, but even Austin would sell a lot of tickets. All the teams in the Final Four of MLS this year are all big teams. Philly may sell the least tickets, but that's just because I'd say LAFC, Austin, and NYCFC are a bit bigger city-wise and club-wise. Philly's still a big club. They're all big clubs. They all got great fan bases. But LA would probably sell the most. Then Austin, then NYC, then Philly. But all the top four would have a good... Hell, anybody who wins MLS Cup might just sell more tickets than Seattle being there does. I'm just going to say that, especially with the fact that right now the team who wins MLS Cup is way better than Seattle. But with that being said, teams are walking out. We're ready for the first leg. Getting ready. Rangers and Islanders playing tonight. Islanders will win, yeah. Told myself if Inter won, then I would wear a Bayern shirt till I sleep. Makes sense. We extended Gio Savarese today to 2025. Technically, 2026 is an option. Sounds pretty good. We got the referee tonight is Drew Fisher from Canada, by the way. So I think he just refed a playoff game. So could have been Thursday. Could have been just a week ago, but I know he just refed a playoff game. Drew Fisher. No, he refed the Montreal game. He did. So from Sunday in Montreal to Wednesday in Tegucigalpa, that actually ain't half bad. Wait. Olympia fans are going off with flares. Teams are walked out and lined up, and here we go. It's not Mexico, unless... Is Honduras have the same altitude problem? I don't think they do, though. There may be altitude, but I don't think. Very defensive. Yeah, I would think so. Or they'll just have... I don't know if it'll be hosted in LA, or maybe it'll be hosted where the MLS Cup winner is. I don't know. So that would mean frickin' Philly would have to play at the Link. New York would have to play at the Dreadlands, and Austin would have to play at DKR. Darrell K. Roll Stadium. Which, that actually wouldn't be bad. Didn't we talk about that when Austin was playing their conference final? Or conference semi? Olimpia. Edric Menjivar, Melor Nunez, Jose Garcia, Brian Bekeles, Jorge Benguche, Brian Moya, Jose Pinto, Jorge Alvarez, Carlos Sanchez, Carlos Pineda, and Michael Chirinos is the 11 for Olimpia under Pedro Troglio, Profe. Yeah. I would agree with that. Here we go. And the teams are getting their picture taken with a final placard. Yeah, I would think so. No, that's not going to happen. What did you hear? No. They just got to the knockout rounds of the Champions League. Klopping. They just signed him to a long-term extension. They're not going to get rid of him. No, that ain't going to happen. Again, the referee is Drew Fisher of Canada. The AR is Michael Barwigan and Christopher Wadham of Canada, and Rubiel Vasquez is the fourth official. and Drew Fisher speaking English with the coin toss. And it worked out. That's not happening. As I said, it's not happening. I'll believe it when I see it. Lionel Moreira, Ian Smith, Celso Borges, Johan Venegas, Alexander Lopez, Alexi Gamboa, Yael Lopez, Giancarlo Gonzalez, Jose Cubero, Aubrey David, and Freddie Gondola for Alajuelense under Fabian Coito, former Honduras manager as well. So he's back in Honduras for one of the bigger matches of his career to try to win. Half of LA, not the whole city. But then you'll have Galaxy fans going those games just to root against LAFC, though. Yeah, I'm ready for college basketball, too. Only Mississippi State, but I'm ready. But Chris Jans and Sam Purcell on both sides, the men's and women's side for Mississippi State, should be good first seasons for both of them. I can't wait to see how it turns out, though. I can't wait to see how it turns out, though. But it should be a good season for both the state men's and women's team. Of course, Chris Jans, formerly the coach of New Mexico State. They did pretty well in March Madness last season, and as well, Sam Purcell, the former assistant coach of Louisville, who damn good recruiter, and Louisville's a damn good women's basketball program. So good things ahead, I should say. And here we go. The kickoff has happened. Here we go. Olimpia in the white, Alajuelense in the red and black, as is tradition. Here we go. And Olimpia going forward early. Ball blocked away. Olimpia, of course, got here by winning 1-0 on aggregate. Superclásico Hondureño semifinal over Motagua. Foul, free kick. And 2 players are down. Hold on. Weakest fan base in Mexico, USA, or Canada league-wise. Mazatlan. Yeah, I'm guessing that's an Olimpia free kick. Didn't you fleece a pretty big club when you got... Who was it? Was it Nathan? That's football. Next Club World Cup Cinderella story. I could see the MLS Cup champions, any of the 4 teams, being a Cinderella story in the Club World Cup. They'll hold their own. Seattle, on the other hand, I'm not so sure. Again, Seattle, I think they'll fall apart. Mosquera. Yeah, Mosquera. There we go. Yeah. It wasn't that long ago. Olimpia defending. That's out for a free kick for Alajuelense. Well, I mean, Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone have nothing to do with NYCFC. I think that's the answer. I think that just might be the answer. Olimpia defending, playing forward here. 0-0. Very sloppy first couple of minutes. Here's Olimpia playing the ball backwards, trying to build out. Both teams been very sloppy in the first couple of minutes. That's going to be defended away by Alajuelense. Back to Morera. Yeah, I could see it. And I think any of the MLS Cup winners would actually beat Wydad, I think. Here comes Olimpia. Clears away, or Alajuelense, but Olimpia clears it away. 3rd minute. As I said, I did say in the prediction video, Alajuelense gets a late, early away goal, and then Olimpia gets a late equalizer to send it 1-1 down to Costa Rica. So the way this looks, that may have been a pretty good call. That's out for a corner for Alajuelense. 3rd minute, 0-0, 0-0. That was a pretty good call, just so you know. Seems like it so far. 3 minutes in. That seems like a pretty good call. Here's a corner. I wear the colors because it sort of represents, the colors represent Olimpia, but it's not an Olimpia jersey. But once I get an Olimpia jersey, you won't see this no more. I try to make things work, as you know. And Menjivar gets laid out. Goal kick. Wouldn't it be fitting if the first time since Toronto, a Supporter Shield winner, won MLS Cup, sent him to the Club World Cup? You know what? I wouldn't. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. 4th minute, 0-0. 0-0. Alajuelense heads it away. Alajuelense defending it. This is such a sloppy first couple of minutes, I swear. Both teams look absolutely feeble right now. Yeah, I've heard of that, but I don't think they'll be allowed to take that to the USA. I wouldn't think so. Unless they get flares while they're there. And I don't know how well Wide Odd would travel. Hope LAFC win the Western Conference Final and MLS Cup Final. Here comes Olimpia going forward. Cleared away. Alajuelense. Just realized, though, Olympia's played 3 straight CONCACAF League games at home, their stadium. Watchalong. Actually, no, I think they were in the second leg in Didion Hen. No, they were at home in the second leg because, yeah. No, so 4, actually. Probably the most. Yes. Yes, it would. Alajuelense goal kick from Moreira. Gonzalez plays forward. Giancarlo Gonzalez, former Galaxy man. 6th minute. Olimpia going forward. Here's Olimpia. And that will be cleared away. No free kick. I'm shocked. You would think. That'll be a throw-in for Olimpia. Yes. Yeah, you would think that's a foul. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't do horribly there. He does love analytics. Okay. But again, America, or going to America, the United States, is a lot harder than going to Kenya. 5 to 10K. At least for a team from Morocco. So we'll see, though. We'll see. It's going good. It's going good. That's out for a throw-in for Olimpia. Yes, it looks like Olimpia. Olimpia corner, actually. Still 0-0, 0-0. First leg. Corner. See what they get out of this. Getting to the 8th minute. Here's a cross. Played in. Punched away by Moreira. Gondola. Yes. Clears it away. Still with Olimpia now. Not the greatest, but very sloppy first 10 minutes. Over the bar. That's out for another corner for Olimpia. Who I got winning UEFA Champions League again? I got Man City. I think Haaland will carry them to finally win it. And CONCACAF next year, it's not a completely full lineup yet, but I think I still got Tigres as a favorite. Ball crossed in, header cleared. I still got Tigres as a favorite. I'll go Tigres. That's just an early prediction, though. Could be different once I actually when the draw actually happens on November the 7th. By the way, we'll be live for that. We'll review the draw as well. No predictions until before the start of the tournament, but we'll review the draw. We'll get into it. But November 7th is the CONCACAF Champions League draw for next season. 2 days after MLS Cup. We will be here for that. Don't worry. Ball crossed in. Another corner. Punched away. Shot over the bar. Be a goal kick for Alajuelense. But we don't know the bracket yet. The lineup isn't full till MLS Cup, or at least the conference finals. NYCFC winning MLS Cup, like the playoff format changing, 4 groups of 4, then knockouts for the teams going through. Yes, I like the new playoff format. I think it's very interesting. The playoffs should be longer, but I think this splits the difference. You get the knockout stage, but you also get more games. You don't bring back the 2 legs, and if it ends up in a way, and this is why I also was sort of thinking now that the CONCACAF Champions League was pushed back a bit, there's Leagues Cup. I was thinking that MLS Cup probably is going to be back in early December again next year. I don't think it being in early November, just like 2019, even though it was more of a COVID thing that kind of pushed it back to where it normally was. I think this November MLS Cup, early November MLS Cup, is just another 1 year stopgap until we get past the World Cup. And then with all these new things, we get MLS Cup back in December, like December 10th, 11th, so on and so forth. So, because I guess Apple wanted more playoff games, I think there need to be more playoff games, because if you're a casual or your team's out, the playoffs happen. Cross in, goal! Goal Olimpia! Goal 1-0! 1-0 Olimpia. The home side has got the 1-0 goal. Good cross. Alajuelense was asleep. Way asleep there. Way asleep. And they got caught lacking, honestly. They got caught sleeping. What a cross. The cross is in. And a good run in behind. Chirinos with the cross. Plays it in. Good. Yeah, the 2-leg series were good, but it was just the way the calendar went. But I think with the group stage, there's probably going to be a chance that the group stage is finished before the November international break, when there normally is. The goal scorer was Jose Pinto for Olimpia, 12th minute. Yep, Jose Pinto, Chirinos assist. In the 12th minute, 1-0, 1-0. But again, when you look at the new playoff system, I would think the group stage is finished before the November international break, and then the national. After the international break, you have the conference semis, conference final, and MLS Cup final weeks. So, yeah, it would either be late November or early December MLS Cup. They could have a bye week in between, or maybe like the last group stage game, which, we'll see how that goes, though. MLS will not be able to field 2 teams in Club World Cup should it be hosted in the United States. According to the tournament format, if the host nation has a team that wins a confederational tournament, the host nation's champion slot is given to the next best teams from the confederation that is not the host nation. Since the Sounders beat Pumas Unam in the CONCACAF Champions League final, Pumas would be the final team in the Club World Cup should the United States serve as host. Oh, yeah, true. I've never seen Saprissa do any esports yet, but they have a team. So I wish they did CONCACAF CSGO matches. It was actually good at first-person shooters. But again, 1-0, 1-0. Olimpia is up, the home side, and it's still a very, very sloppy game. But Pinto with a goal, assist from Michael Chirinos, great cross. Fair enough, yeah. Like, I'd like to see CONCACAF teams become like European teams, or some of them where they have like all these sports. That's going to be a penalty! Penalty for Olimpia! Oh my word! Olimpia with a penalty! Penalty Olimpia! Damn, the second leg ain't gonna mean nothing at this point. Yep, clear penalty. Clear penalty. Smith. Bad tackle. Yep, clear penalty. Clear penalty. Drew Fisher is right on the call there. No VAR anyway, but Drew Fisher is right on the call there. That is a penalty. Olimpia can make it 2-0 very soon after making it 1-0. And it looks like the penalty taker is, nope, it's not Chirinos. Could it be Pinto once again? Yeah, clear penalty. I think that's the first clear good call that Drew Fisher's ever made. But here's the penalty. Olimpia, 15th minute. Here we go. The run up and shot. Saved! Saved by Moreira. Saved by Leonel Moreira. And it's a corner kick for Olimpia. Leonel Moreira with a big save. Keeps it 1-0. 1-0. Big save from Moreira. What a save. Big save, big save. Still keeps Alajuelense in it. I mean, they could have scored an away goal and made it 2-1 and still be in it, but you got the point. Cross in off the corner. Cleared. Another corner. Nope, goal kick for Alajuelense, actually. But yeah, foot into the ankle. Definite penalty, but a big save. And a one-handed save at that. One-handed save from Moreira. Did not expect to see that. I thought they were dead to rights. Turns out, no, they weren't. I thought Olimpia or Alajuelense was dead to rights there. Turns out, no, still 1-0. 1-0. 16th minute. I may have to as well. We got 1-0 in this first leg. Olimpia at home at Tegucigalpa. Jose Pinto, 12th minute with the Chirinos assist. Alajuelense caught sleeping. And honestly, with that penalty, they were caught sleeping as well. They need to get better. They need to wake up. This is a final. They're not playing very well. Olimpia were sloppy until they scored the goal, but they're starting to get stronger or grow into the game. Olimpia starting to grow into the game since they scored. But it's a free kick here for Olimpia. Alajuelense are sleeping at the wheel, to tell you to be honest. They're sleeping at the wheel. Cross in. Headed away by Aubrey David, I think. Giancarlo Gonzalez defending. That is cleared by Alajuelense in the 18th minute. Alajuelense looking for it. Nope. Pickpocketed. And another pickpocket. Here's Alajuelense. Over the top. Switches the play. Trying to look for Johan. Can't get it there. But they're still making a run. A little bit of a break. Half chance break, I would guess, so far. Over the top. Brought down Gondola. Offside. Gondola, his run was on, but even then, Menjivar was right there to stop that from being anything more than And he got kicked in the gut as well. Yep. But he put himself on the line to make sure that wasn't a goal. Because I don't think that was offside. I think Gondola was barely on. So again, there's no VAR. So it's all up to discretion of the fourth official and the officiating crew, which 3 Canadians and 1 USA. I think both ARs are Canadian as well. Fourth official, USA. But it's up to their discretion. Menjvar getting up. Interesting. I need to check that out. I need to check out iScore, see if I can watch Forge as well on there. I should check that out because if I can, I may go live for Forge anyway on Sunday. We'll go triple header live, 2 reviews. See how that turns out. David lets the ball run away, but he gets back to it. Oh, bad. Nice. But technically, there is a way to watch it, but I don't have Fox Soccer Plus or Fubo yet, so. Well, I'm shit out of luck. Thanks to Fox Soccer Plus, I'm shit out of luck. Great. Unless I get Fubo in the next couple of days. But no, they don't want to put it on FS2. It's the Canadian Premier League final. You put it on FS2 last year. No, but this year, what? Do you have some horse racing bullshit? America's Day at the Races? I love horse racing. Not when it takes over my football, though. Probably from Santa Barbara, California, yeah. Because I'm sure the season's over everywhere else but Texas and California. I'm sure. Point is, even if I like your sport, don't fuck with my football. Don't. That's all I'm saying. Besides, the Kentucky Derby and the Triple Crown, I don't even watch horse racing on TV. I either go to Fairmount Park or I watch the Triple Crown. That's it. That's absolutely it. Or if I was in Canada, I would go to Woodbine, but you know. Isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. Woodbine, yeah. Sounds about right. Maybe I got that wrong. Maybe I'm confusing that with something, but I could have sworn. Sounds about right. Alajuelense going forward. 23rd minute. 1-0 Olimpia. 1-0. Agreed. 23rd minute. Throw in for Olimpia. Yes. Well, And Olimpia going forward, looking for a second goal here. Could have been 3 had they not had that penalty saved. And that should be a free kick. Yep, free kick for Alajuelense. Just too much on that tackle there. Yep. 24th minute. Lopez draws the free kick. See what Alajuelense can do off of this. Good to hear. Good to hear. Things seem like they're turning around pretty well for the Timbers, as far as I hear. Gonzalez plays forward. That's a good pass. Why can't you do that when you played for the Galaxy? Seriously, though. Plays forward. Oh. Well, no. Livestream would probably work, wouldn't they? Duke is playing and iScore don't update their games. Well, if you have ESPN Plus. Oh, wait, you don't. At least right now. Not right now. True. That's a foul on Celso Borges. Free kick for Alajuelense. Looking for an equalizer here. 25th minute. 25th minute. Alajuelense down 1-0. Down 1-0 to Olimpia in Honduras. Tegucigalpa. Borges to take the free kick. Let's see what he does with this. I just want this to be tied, frankly. Or close. Cross in. Plays down. No, that'll be a goal kick. I see. Boom. Giancarlo Gonzalez could not get a foot to that. Rolls up between his legs. No way to take a shot there. Not a bad way to use that good chance they had. One of the first good chances Alajuelense has had in this game. Sort of blow it. 26th minute. Tipped up, and Johan doesn't keep it in. Throw in for Olimpia. 27th minute. In this first leg. Maybe I'll watch it, but I'm not going to cover it. Besides, the second leg's on Sunday, and I'm already covering 2 or 3 matches on Sunday. So, again, can't even watch Sunday. So, why cover leg 1 when you can't even cover leg 2? That's Eastern, too. Also working on some other World Cup stuff, so. Scheduling conflict anyway. Freddie Gondola plays forward. It is what it is. 28th minute. I hate that I can't watch it, but, you know, World Cup's made everything sort of weird. What can you do? And Celso Borges got fouled there. Should be a free kick for Alajuelense. World Cup sort of made everything weird. Celso Borges. Cross over the top. Header down, and we'll go out for a corner. Nope, goal kick for Olimpia, actually. 28th minute. I hate when some referees do that. I hate when referees just go, oh, corner, wait, nope, goal kick, or the opposite way. It's like the one call they could sort of, yeah, Eustachio did score, yep. Which was nice. Happy to see it in the Champions League as well for Porto. Damn good player. Damn good player. Yep, Canadian Premier League final. See how I can watch that, but I'm really going to try to go live for it because I should be able to do the RSR for the Western final, put that up, and then get live for the Canadian Premier League final, then get into going live for the Eastern Conference final. Which I don't know why that's the later match, and then review that, so we'll make it work. It's 5 o'clock is when the Canadian Premier League final starts. 2 to 4 is the, or probably about 4:30, but it's going to be a little bit of a time crunch to get that first review done, but we'll get it done. That just sucks. Evander has a goal and 4 assists in Europa League right now for Midtjylland. Oh, that sounds nice. That's a good player. Very good player. Here comes Alajuelense. Alajuelense. Cross in, cleared by Olimpia. 30 minutes. 60 more to go in this first leg. Still 1-0. 1-0. Olimpia plays forward. Alajuelense, they still have a chance here. Cross in. Header. Gondola puts it over the bar. Oh, that's just bad. Ain't that sad? Gondola puts it over the bar. Took the header, but puts it over the bar. But Alajuelense has been knocking on the door a bit recently, I gotta say. Been knocking on the door a bit recently. 31st minute. But here's Olimpia. They can make a run. That'll be cleared. 1-0, 1-0 Olimpia. 12th minute goal, Jose Pinto. That's how Olimpia is in the lead. The first leg. $55 for those knockoff jerseys. Yeah, that's just... But with the way the CSA's acting, that may be the only jerseys people wear for the World Cup. I'm joking, but come on. No, they did get a deal done with Davies to sell his jerseys again, so all is well. Or at least a little bit as well. And that's going to be a free kick for Olimpia. Another sloppy defensive play by Alajuelense. Gamboa. He did get the ball, though, but even then it would be a corner. So, nope, free kick because the man rolled. Still basically a shorter corner anyway. So, 32nd minute. Same idea. Probably a little bit different execution, but same idea. 33rd minute. Third 3 minutes in. Here we go. 31. Sanchez to take the corner. Cross in. That'll go out for a goal kick. Lofted cross. Too far out. 33rd minute. Alajuelense still down 1-0. But things look like they're sort of turning. That was horrible. Yes. But nobody remembers a free kick like, well, I guess people could, but Nothing you really would be up at night remembering unless you're that player, I will say. Yeah. But the color in random rectangular shape. Wait, hold on. What? Well, no, the blue. Yeah, true. Olimpia going forward. But then basically the away kit's a blue tie-dye shirt. Unless you're just, and of course the Stevie Wonder kits you're probably talking about were qualification kits, but those did suck. Olimpia going forward. Yep, what I figured. No. The Evander that Rory's talking about is Evander from Midtjylland in Norway? No. One of the Scandinavian clubs. I think it may actually be Norway, but the Timbers are going for him. Goal kick from Herrera, going forward. Long kick, and Johan Venegas goes for a header way too far from the ball. Alajuelense pressing for it. Denmark. There we go. Denmark. Oh, I see what you're saying. Brazilian attacking mid. Yep. Somebody nods their car. What's going on? There. Throw in for Gondola. Alajuelense on the ball. 35th minute. Gamboa plays back. Giancarlo Gonzalez plays forward. Celso Borges. Yes. Still Alajuelense. As long as everything's to be played for going into next week, I'm happy with the result here. I would be absolutely angry. But then again, we're doing the same exact stuff, and he's not even working there, so. Do I even need to imagine? Not really. 37th minute. I don't even need to imagine. Celso Borges with a free kick here. We'll see. Let's see what Celso Borges does here. Ball crossed in. High cross. Giancarlo Gonzalez puts it down. Here's a shot. Cleared. The Liga's equalizer is close, unfortunately, because I'm a Saprissa fan. I would rather have Olimpia win it. Alajuelense has started to wake up in the past 15 minutes, I would say. Olimpia, they had the early goal, could have had the penalty, but ever since that penalty save happened with Moreira, the mentality has shifted, I would say. Definitely could still end up 1-1, just in the opposite order I thought it would. But I don't think, if I'm being honest, I think Alajuelense leaves it to about the 70th minute, gets the equalizer, and then it's 1-1 into the second leg. Partido Volta. That's just my thoughts. But I thought it was going to be Alajuelense scores early, Olimpia ties it late. It's the other way around. But, you know, not a bad call nonetheless. Not a bad call nonetheless for me for the first leg. But it's going to be a very tight tie throughout, I would say. Even the second leg in Alajuela. But Olimpia free kick here, 38th minute. Tuiloma's a penalty taker. A wing back is a penalty taker. Well, actually, Toronto could do that too. I shouldn't complain. Olimpia going forward. defensively caught up with, passes it back to Morera. No, just standing there, and that's a goal kick. Shields it out. Goal kick for Alajuelense, La Liga. Passes it back to Morera. They go forward. That was not smart. You put it in between the forwards, but luckily that didn't burn you. Seriously, though, you put it to the center back in between the forwards, acting like he's not going to get pressed to hell and back. That's a smart pass. Sarcastically, of course. That was absolutely stupid, but shot! Save! What a big save from Morera. Be another corner for Olimpia. There we go. Atletico Madrid penalty was horrible. Did Griezmann take it? I heard they got knocked out of the Champions League. Probably because they missed that pen. That's what I heard. Corner for Olimpia. Cross in. Header cleared by Alajuelense. Another corner. 30 into the 40th minute. 5 more plus stoppage time in this first half. If they choose to give it or give that amount of stoppage time. 40th minute. Here's another cross off the corner. Header punched away by Morera. And that'll be a free kick for Alajuelense. Morera got clattered there, punching that ball away. 41st minute. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Good punch away by Morera, but he got clattered. I mean, for a lot of people, yes, but not for me. Both players getting checks. Yeah, there will probably be about 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time in the first half. Yeah, maybe 4 after all this. If you're an Alajuelense fan, you do not want Morera to be taken out of this match injured. You do not want that right now. You do not want Miguel Aju to be standing up and getting ready. You do not want that. Because if he is, this time may be over before next week. Morera is putting his body on the line for this championship, for his second CONCACAF League trophy. He's putting his body on the line. I don't think, if he's out, that's not good for Alajuelense. Not good at all. Nobody's up. He's up to take the free kick. Still in the game. 42nd minute. So about 3 minutes of stoppage time probably. Once we hit 45. Headed down. Gamboa got fleeced almost there, but luckily gets it cleared. And that'll be a free kick for Alajuelense. 43rd minute of this first leg of the CONCACAF League Final 2022. The final ever CONCACAF League Final. Alajuelense looking for an equalizer, and honestly, they're probably more likely to score it than Olimpia scoring a second. Ever since that penalty save by Morera, the momentum has shifted and changed, and Alajuelense has been a lot better since. Johan Venegas plays forward, headed away, could have been. That could have been the one, but it wasn't. Can't get hit on the break if you're Alajuelense. That's out for a throw-in for Olimpia, 44th minute. Had to make sure that didn't go on the break. Ben Guche was definitely defending that very, very well. Defending that very well to keep it in. But in the end, falls out for a throw. 44th minute. Throw in for Alajuelense. Right back the other way. And David to throw in. Aubrey David to throw in. Throws in. Freddie Gondola making a run. He's still got it. He's still got the run. Freddie Gondola. Freddie Gondola with a cross. Cleared. Corner, Alajuelense. I thought he was going to get that through, but okay. Alajuelense knocking at that door very loudly as we speak. Corner for Alajuelense. Getting to the 45th minute, right on half. Right on halftime. Ball crossed in. Looking for it, punched away by Menjivard. Still Alajuelense. 45th minute. Thoughts on Barca and Atleti going to Europa? Two big clubs going down to Europa. Atleti has always been in sort of that position where they could. Barcelona 2 years in a row. Two of the bigger clubs in Spain going down, and Real Madrid. 2 minutes of stoppage time. One of the only ones left out of La Liga. Spain, La Liga, to go to the Champions League knockout rounds is kind of weird. But the Europa League also looks very, very tough this year, I have to say. Olimpia been facing LD Alajuelense in CONCACAF League since 2017 and 2020. Olimpia wins only one and LD Alajuelense wins only one. Been rivalry international. Yes, 2017, Olimpia won their tie against Alajuelense. 2020 as well. 2020, Alajuelense won on penalties to get to the final. If you remember, over the top, that's a foul, free kick for Alajuelense. Which we also reviewed that game. There's also a pretty funny moment in the RSR as well. Thoughts on two Canadians playing against each other? Two Canadians. Oh. Two Canadians. Davies. I mean, that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I missed that storyline. I gotta say I did miss that storyline, but I like that it happened. Means a lot to see. Celso Borges with a free kick here. 46th minute. We go to the 47th minute. So this should be one of the last moves of the half. Here we go. Header! Plays on. Still Alajuelense. David is out for a corner. Porto versus Bruges. There we go. Yep. Eustachio scored in that game. There we go. Yep. Buchanan and Eustachio. That was nice. I wasn't really thinking of that. I forgot they were in the same group. I just knew Eustachio scored. I wasn't paying attention to the Champions League games, I will admit. Foul. Penalty. Alajuelense. Penalty. Para Alajuelense. Para La Liga. Oh, here comes the equalizer. Could be. We've already had a penalty miss by Olimpia. Could be the equalizer here. So Giancarlo Gonzalez gets bowled over in the box. There's no VAR, so Drew Fisher's call will stand. Alajuelense, La Liga with a penalty. But there's already been a penalty miss in this game. Will Alajuelense change that fortune and equalize this game? It's going to be Giancarlo Gonzalez to take. What are you doing? Penalito. So that's how they say it in Costa Rica. Okay, penalito. Well, you learn something new every day. It's not just penal, it's penalito. Okay, you learn something new every day. Penalty, Alajuelense. Penalito, Alajuelense. There we go. I know there's a little bit of differences. And Menjivar is shithousing with his gloves. Nice to learn that. Thank you. Gracias. Penalito para Alajuelense. Penalito para La Liga. Okay, Johan Venegas, that's a lot better. I don't know why, and I just want this to be close going into the second leg. I don't want to wear a suit for nothing in the second leg. No way. I want this to be close. I want it to be like 1-1 for everything. Because if I'm wearing a suit and it's already over, what's the point? I ain't going to be able to get props for that. So I need this to be close. I ain't rooting for, well, I had Olimpia winning the tie, but still. Johan Venegas, take the penalty right before half, takes the shot, goal! 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 Johan Venegas! I honestly like both teams, to tell you the truth. But, goal for Johan Venegas. 1-1. Penalty goal right before the half. There's the equalizer for La Liga. Makes me happy. $45 plus 3. 45 plus 3. Yep, there's the equalizer at the half. Second half gonna be crazy, ain't it? See if Alajuelense try to defend to keep that or Olimpia pushes for it. We'll find out. Me, I want it to stay a draw. So because I said 1-1 draw in the first leg. I said that. I want it to stay a draw. Halftime, it's 1-1. 1-1. Alajuelense equalized right at the half with that penalty. With the last kick of the half, Johan Venegas makes it 1-1. But should be a good second half and a good second leg. But we got to get through the second half as well. What you were saying before about the series being extremely close is a fact. I wouldn't be surprised if the winner was decided by penalties next week. If you watched my preview, I said Olimpia would win 5-4 on penalties after 2-2 on aggregate. 1-1 tonight, 1-1 next week. No scores in extra time. Equal away goals, even though I don't think away goals count here. Knowing CONCACAF, they change the rules all the time. We do know there's extra time, 30 minutes. No goals there. Penalties 4-5 Olimpia, just like they did. Well, it was actually 4-1 against Santos Iguapolis in 2017. But, similar, If you're going to bookend the tournament, why not do it the same way? It just feels like that'll happen. I don't know. But with that being said, I'm just saying, there was my prediction. 1-1 ends both legs. We go to penalties. But we know maybe Alajuelense wins on penalties because Moreira with that big save. Who knows? Funnily enough, the first CONCACAF League final was Olimpia versus a Costa Rican team, Santos Iguapolis. They beat them. The final, Olimpia versus a Costa Rican team, Alajuelense. We'll see what happens there. Barclay Goodrow's a good player. Wish he played for the Leafs, but good player. Kind of expected that. We all did. But with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats. You know what it is. 1-1. 1-1 at the half between Olimpia and Alajuelense. Let's see what happens in the second 45 before halftime of the tie. See what happens. Should be a good second half. I can't wait to see it. Sit tight. We'll be back. Sit tight. Back for the stats of the half. Here we are. Here we go. Go back for the stats of the half. We got 4 shots to 5. 3 on target to 1. Alajuelense's 1 shot on target was the penalty goal. Or the penalito. I actually like that. Not going to lie. 1 assist to 0. 3 steals to 5. 7 fouls to 8. 36% possession of 64% possession. Since Alajuelense had the big penalty save. Penalito save from Moreira. The game fell their way. The momentum is switched for sure. 2 offside to 1, 6 corners to 3, 106 correct passes to 260, 85 incorrect passes to 14, 153 passes to 274 overall, 81% pass accuracy to 95, and no yellows on either side and no reds on either side. It's been a very clean ref game. No cards yet. 2 penalties, but no cards yet. Interestingly enough, but a very clean ref game. Even though there's been fouls, there hasn't been any cards, which I like that, especially in the first leg of a final. I like that. But again, the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, up until the big penalty save from Moreira, it was very sloppy. Alajuelense did have a couple of moments really at the very, very start, but it was really all Olimpia. But since that penalty save, Alajuelense grew into the game. They were very sloppy up until conceding that penalty. But then they started waking up and getting into the game, and they started playing better, and they were really looking for that equalizer. And they were knocking on the door heavily for it. Then they got that penalty. Giancarlo Gonzalez was clattered in the box, rolled over. They give the penalty to Alajuelense. And they equalize right at the stroke of halftime, the last kick of the first half from Venegas. And they have the equalizer. They have, if there is away goals, they have an away goal. If there's not, it's just tied. But knowing CONCACAF, I don't think away goals were a thing in the Champions League final, and I don't think they were a thing between Comunicaciones and Motagua, but I don't think that really matters at this point because those 2 legs didn't need, or those 2 ties didn't need away goals. With that being said, Alajuelense, if they keep playing like this and just defend, they do take a draw down to Alajuela, Costa Rica in the second leg, their home leg, at home. And maybe that changes the outlook of the tie. Maybe they end up winning because of it. I still think it's very close, and I still think there's a draw both legs. But a draw both legs, if there's no away goals, either way, a draw would be an extra 30 minutes and then a penalty shootout. If there is away goals, it would have to be 1-1. If this holds. We also have to realize if this holds. But I do think the second half is going to be a lot more of the same that we got the past 20 minutes of Alajuelense defending, knocking at the door, but I think a little bit more defending and being a lot more solid defensively in this match. I think they know what they want here. They know what they're looking for. They have it. They got to hold on to it. So what I'm seeing is there were moments for both teams, but I think in the second half, it's going to be more Alajuelense allowing Olimpia to have that possession and just trying to defend it. But if they have to score 2, they have to score 2. If they only have to hold this, they have to hold this. I think they're going to be very pragmatic in the situation. I think they'll go for a goal if it's open. If it's an obvious chance, they'll go for it. But I think if it's a simple numbers game and they defend, I think they'll defend. And also, without the yellow cards, no yellow cards on either side, they could be a lot more decisive on how they defend. They could be a bit more tougher. They could go in with maybe some tougher tackles and a tougher defensive setup, which makes you realize maybe Drew Fisher changes his mind on that and changes saying, hey, no, yellow card, can't do that. But it's worth a shot. The Canadiens are on the road for 4, back at home after MLS Cup. Well, you knew I would look at the calendar that way, so that ain't too bad. So that's the next 2 weeks, 4 away games in a row. 4 away, I almost said days. I put games and days together before I said games. Sabres playing in Buffalo for the next 4. Islanders need this win, tough schedule. 122 Hornets, 122 Knicks overtime. Interesting. Let's see, where are we back? Here we go. Yeah, it is. Sadly, they won't use it no more after next week. Sadly, it's done. Yeah, maybe the last couple of highlight packs and stuff, but it's almost served its purpose, sadly enough. Or maybe they'll use it for the Central American Cup. Who knows? But if you notice, it's just the opening. It's just the CONCACAF League opener theme or the halftime theme. They don't play it when the teams are lined up. That's just the CONCACAF anthem itself. The one they used to have as a CCL theme until they changed it in 2019. So they doubled as both. But we'll see what happens. Yeah. See what other comments. Okay. I'm waiting for the second half to start. Should be a good one. Already read a couple of those comments. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Super chats are on as well. We're getting close to the... Yeah, it is a grand finale. It's being played like a grand finale for sure. It's very interesting. Looks like it's going to be very interesting, I have to say. But it should be fun. Another 45 minutes. Then we only have 90 minutes, possibly more, of CONCACAF League left, but a qualified or obvious 90 minutes. And possibly more if we go to extra time in the second leg. Here we go. Second half starting right now. Another 90 to see where we are at halftime of this tie going into the second leg next week, November the 2nd. Will Olimpia score another goal? Will Alajuelense score another goal? Or will this stay tied going down to Costa Rica? We shall find out. Rain is falling. There? Or where you are? Doesn't look like it's raining. Who do you think is going to win in Apertura final, Toluca or Pachuca? I got Toluca. Rain is falling. Pachuca. I got Toluca. They beat America, so I'll go with Pachuca, or Toluca, I should say. And Alajuelense has kicked off the second half and almost coughed it up horribly. Hercules will say Pachuca. Didn't he play there? Yeah, he did play there. Over the bar. Yeah, he did play there. He played there, then went to Atlas, but he won a Champions League with Pachuca, yeah. But you never know. Goal kick for Menjavad. No, wait. Now, I was thinking Omar for some reason. No, wait. When I said Pachuca and Atlas. No, Hercules still played for Pachuca, didn't he? Why was I thinking Omar? What the hell? When I was thinking of Pachuca, well, there you go. Ball played in. Here's a cross. Takes a shot. Goal! What a banger, Olimpia! Golazo! Golazo! 2-1. Oh, my word. Ooh, boy. Oh, my. Well, it's 2-1. 2-1 Olimpia. Oh, my word. What a goal. What a goal. Alvarez. That was Jorge Alvarez with a goal. Pinto plays it forward. Alvarez makes the run. And just takes a banger to the top corner. Jorge Alvarez goal to start off the half. Well, there you go. What a golazo. Oh, my word. Woo! 47th minute. Yep. 2-1, 47th minute. 2-1. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, the tie really isn't over, but it's not. I don't know if we'll go to penalties, that's for sure now. Whoa. Woo! That is a banger. That is a goal you want to see if you're winning a tie. If that's the trophy winner, which I don't know if that'll be, that's a good trophy winner. Of course, you still got a whole nother game to play and still pretty much a whole half to play. I don't know if that'll be the trophy winner, but damn, that's a goal. That's a banger of a goal. Jorge Alvarez. Wow. I'm going to look this up. Speaking of, let's see. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Hercules did play for Pachuca, 2010 and 2011. Yep, 5 goals, 29 league appearances. There we go. I knew he did. Could have sworn he did, and I was right. Just a lot earlier than I thought. I was thinking Omar Gonzalez for a couple of seconds there as well, but I still knew Hercules played at Pachuca. I was just thinking Pachuca, and I got crossed up as well. 49th minute because, Mexican-American players. They've had their share, Pachuca. They have. Of course, both Hercules and Omar. Lopez gets a yellow card. The first yellow card of the game in the 50th minute there. Plays back. '50th minute. Throw in for Olimpia. Olimpia playing forward, looking for another goal. I did not expect that golazo. That came out of nowhere. And here's another chance. Cross in, save by Morera. Alajuelense has to find a second goal. Maybe. But another early goal for Olimpia and a half in the second half, early second half. Does Alajuelense find another equalizer at some point in this second half? Could it be punch for punch? And that's got to be a foul. And no, they don't give it. Are you kidding me? How's that not a foul? There's a chance. Too high of a shot over the bar. Over the bar by Freddie Gondola. "52nd minute, goal kick for Menjivad. 52nd minute. Alajuelense having to look for another equalizer here. Plays forward. And that's going to go out for a corner because that was absolutely defended pretty stupidly. David puts it out for a corner. Here's a corner for Olimpia. If they can make it 3-1. They got this as wrapped up as they can. As long as they don't play prevent defense. But 53rd minute. Let's see what happens on this corner. Very interesting so far. Looks like this game looks like it's probably going to go punch for punch. That's a cross in. That's out for another corner for Olimpia, 53rd minute. Saw a new post of IG, and it's about CF Montreal and calling them frauds. Well, I wouldn't say frauds. They just lost. Cross in. Header cleared by Celso Borges. Ooh. Could have been a way to get a good run there for Alajuelense. Freddie Gondola. Just chasing. Still pressing. Freddie Gondola. And here comes Alajuelense. Great pressing to throw off Menjivar there. Alajuelense with the ball. To the top of the box. Shot! What a save! What a save, Menjivar! Woo! Thiago Volpe, Toluca, goalkeeper. Played since last 2 years, Sao Paulo. Didn't Volpe play in goal against Leverkusen? I think he did. 54th minute goal kick from Menjivar. Takes it. And it goes. The second ball goes to Alajuelense. Third ball to Alajuelense. Celso Borges loses it, though. Comes Olimpia. Olimpia. Already another banger? No, out for a goal kick for Moreira. Leonel Moreira. Free kick for Alajuelense. And Lopez is down. Tough tackle, but garden variety, but he's selling it. Sadly enough, I think he took away an advantage break for his team by selling it. I don't think that was smart. Ooh, that golazo was a banger. 56th, 55th, into the 56th minute. You got Jose Pinto in the 12th minute. Venegas 45th plus 4 penalty. Then Jorge Alvarez in the 47th to give Olimpia the 2-1 lead here. 2-1 Olimpia at home. That's a header away. That's a free kick for Olimpia. 56th minute. Oh, Johan goes up with the elbow. Yeah. Little bit too much, I would say. A little bit too much. There's a foul. On Garcia with a header. Goes up and elbows him, trying to get the ball back. Not the smartest play, but at least it didn't cause a card. Still a foul, though. Here's a free kick for Olimpia. Alajuelense has to get back that strong pressing, looking for the equalizer back like they did around the 20th minute to the end of the first half. They have to figure that out. Alajuelense going forward. Good play. Trying to find the pass. They do find it. Still some open space. There you go. Johan Venegas still with the ball. Nice play to keep it alive for Alajuelense. Bad giveaway off that pass. Bad giveaway to Olimpia. Alajuelense waiting to make a sub. Chasing the ball. No foul. No foul. Alajuelense gets to play it forward. Lopez. Good runs here. Plays in. Alajuelense gets across. Shot. And that is absolutely off the mark. Jeez, horrible, horrible, horrible. Shanks it. Absolutely shanked it to where Olimpia could recover and make a break here. Alvarez, the goal scorer, passes it off. Here's another chance. Pinto, the other goal scorer. Blocked away. Still falls to Olimpia. David plays forward. Yes. Borges. Celso Borges. One of the legends where this could be their last ride. Definitely will be World Cup-wise. But could it be also club football-wise? We know it will be for Brian Ruiz. We don't know about Celso Borges. Header cleared. We don't know for Johan. Johan still got some left in the tank, at least for club football. But international football, 32, 33 now. He's probably going to be relied on less and less. He'll probably be at Gold Cups for a good time until he retires. But World Cup, probably not. Aaron Suarez. Aaron Suarez is coming on for Yael Lopez. Aaron Suarez for Yael Lopez. 60th minute. First sub of the game. Lopez, who was on a yellow, gets replaced by Suarez, who normally is their starter in midfield. Was it tactical or was it necessity? But Suarez is in, at least playing about 30 minutes. And we'll see if he starts the second leg. But if he could play at least 30 minutes. Throwing for Alajuelense. And horrible throw, by the way. Horrible throw. But does it get cleared? Nope. Blocked away. A throw for Olimpia because there you go. Sao Paulo versus Liverpool since 05 in FIFA Club World Cup. Rogerio Mueque Seni, Thiago Volpi, been beginning in 2010 in EC Sao Jose. Corner, actually. Corner for Olimpia, 61st minute. Alajuelense looking for another goal. Cross in for another corner for Olimpia, 61st minute. 29 minutes plus stoppage time left in this first leg. And they're shooting laser pointers at Moreira. It's not even a penalty shootout yet. What are you doing? Crossed in. I think that's just, no. For me, the laser pointers is just a bit too much. I don't even think Mexican games. I don't think I've seen laser pointers in Liga MX games or Mexico games. I think laser pointers are a bit too far, frankly. Free kick for Alajuelense, their defensive end, 62nd minute. 62 minutes in this match. Plays over. Good run. Near the byline. Alajuelense looking for a move here, and that was not great, but it's a corner. But it's still a corner for Alajuelense. Didn't think the Hornets would be that close. There's a corner for Alajuelense, 63rd minute. Cross in. High cross. Punched away. Header. Be a goal kick. Could have been the cause of some more, but it was not. Ooh. Let me look at this again. Was that? Oh, it could have been a handball. Ooh. You could say, but no VAR. So Olimpia gets away with that if it was a handball. And that's out for a throw-in for Olimpia. Suarez can't control. 64th minute. Olimpia is sort of back into the mode of what they were past the 20th minute of the first half. They look like they'll score equalizer. They really do. I think this game does end 2-2. Which, same thought process, but header? Not exactly what I expected, but same sort of thought process. Throw in for Alajuelense. 64th minute. Getting to the last 20 minutes. But still keeps it forward. Cubero keeps it for Alajuelense. David. No foul. No foul on Johan. He got closed down there. Olimpia has a chance here. Good run. Cross. Header. Past the post. Be a goal kick. Bad miss. That looks like Brian Moya with a header. Brian Moya was right there. Couldn't get it. Puts it past the post. Goal kick for Menjavad. 65th minute. 25 more minutes left in this game of this first leg. Headed forward. 66 minutes. Alajuelense looking for equalizer. Could they? Nope. Suarez doesn't get to it first. Borges keeps it. Plays it forward to Suarez. To Borges. Celso Borges. Back to Suarez. Can't get it. Oh my. Foul. Free kick. Yellow card. Alajuelense gets the ball back. Sanchez gets called for a yellow card. Yeah, that's harsh. That's harsh. 66th minute. Now the referee's starting to pull cards out of his bum. Drew Fisher's Drew Fishering now. But hey, that first half was probably the best half I've ever seen him ref. Ironically enough. Ain't that something? 67th minute. David plays it back. Alajuelense. Looking for a goal out of open play or just any goal in general. Over the top. Headed down. And bad run. Lopez doesn't hold on to it. But still with Alajuelense. Nope. Olimpia gets it. They're not running full throttle towards the ball if they can. That's the one thing that's pissing me off here. Alajuelense, if they have a chance to run towards the ball, they don't. They've gave it up a good couple of times. Suarez defending. It makes no sense. If it's right there for the taking, you go and get it. Frankly, that's the way I see it. Possible shot. Oh, goal! Goal, goal, goal. On a yellow, and what a goal. Sanchez, Carlos Sanchez, with a banger. Another golazo for Olimpia. Goal. Golazo, Olimpia. 3-1, 3-1. Sanchez, very similar to the Alvarez goal. Off the bar and in. Off the bottom of the crossbar and in. What a banger. Carlos Sanchez. That's 3-1. 3-1 might do it. 3-1 might do it. God damn it, I'll still wear the suit. I just hope I get enough views to make it worthwhile. And then wear another suit on that next Sunday for MLS Cup. Oh, it's Michael Chirinos who scored. Michael Chirinos scored the goal. My bad, it was Michael Chirinos. Says CONCACAF. In the 69th minute. Nice. 3-1. A nice goal for the nice minute. Here comes Alajuelense. They have to score. They have to find another goal to make the job easier. It's still a hard job to finish the tie off or get the tie back at home. But if they score, they easily could be back in this a lot easier than what it would have been. And it's a free kick Olimpia. But Chirinos scores that banger, the 69th. It's 3-1, 3-1. This second half, Olimpia is honestly just, I wouldn't say dominated. I will not say dominated. But they've hit twice on the break. Yeah, it was 33, but I saw the 3. They look really similar. CONCACAF says Chirinos. Either CONCACAF got trolled, I got trolled, or I don't know whose bad it was. Free kick Olimpia. I don't know whose bad it was. This is why you don't print gold jerseys and have your floodlights up to 100, okay? You can't see nothing. Unless it's close up. You remember those Parley jersey numbers, like on the white Parley jerseys in MLS earlier this season? Sort of similar situation. You couldn't read the numbers? Yeah, nothing like peach, amber, gold. Don't print that on a white jersey, especially if the floodlights are up to 100. You played yourself. Am I wrong, though? I don't think so. See, I just hate that. 71st minute. David. Header. Cross over the bar. Alajuelense was looking for that second at least. CONCACAF still says Chirinos. 60. Oh, go 69. Alajuelense over the bar. Yeah. 72nd minute. Looks like they made a sub. Here comes Alajuelense. 72nd minute. Just standing there, just goes off you like a statue. What are you doing? And this is what happens when you give somebody possession and they make you pay for it. Looks like Jerry Bankston and Houston Arboleda are coming on for Jorge Benguche. Bankston for Benguche. Houston Arboleda on for number 13, Brian Moya. Houston Arboleda for Brian Moya. Brian Ruiz is also coming on for Alajuelense. See there, 73rd minute. And it looks like Rodriguez as well. I don't think the Alamodome will get a team in MLS or USL Championship for that matter. Rodriguez for Lopez. And Brian Ruiz is on as well for Alajuelense. For Freddy Gondola. Alajuelense looking for at least a second goal, if not a third. Throw in here, 74th minute. If this becomes a super goal fest, an uber goal fest, ain't that something? Scotiabank CONCACAF League. Final leg one. Throw in for Alajuelense. They got to at least get one more goal. They got to at least make this 3-2 if they want any chance to climb out of the hole. In the second leg, unless away goals are a thing, then they would have to win at least 2-0, but 3-0 would probably be more sufficient unless that's 3-1, then possibly. I don't think away goals are a thing here, though. 75th minute. There's a chance. Plays through. Olimpia hits the side netting. Goal kick for Morera. 75 minutes. Alajuelense are absolutely just self-destructing, honestly. Header cleared. Legitimately, I think Alajuelense are self-destructing. They're choking, legitimately. This is like the second leg of Comunicaciones versus Motagua. Motagua did everything to lose in that second leg last year. I'm not counting out Alajuelense, but they're honestly choking. I had Olimpia winning anyway, so there you go, but not like this. Corner for Olimpia, 77th minute. 77 minutes in. We're getting to the last, closer to the last 10. Closer to the last 10 minutes. 77. Cross in off the corner. Olimpia. Header over the bar. Goal kick. 77th minute. 13 more minutes plus stoppage time. Right now, Alajuelense's chances are very slim, but they still have a chance. Right now, that is the case. Question is, though, does the second leg change anything at home? Alajuelense is going home for the second leg. They will be playing at Alejandro Morera Soto in the second leg. They do have a goal. That's a good thing. If it was scoreless, I think they'd be screwed. If it's 4-1, I honestly think they're screwed. Right now, they have a chance to change the tide at home. But do they? Here's a free kick for Alajuelense, especially if they... And here we go. There's a little bit of a shithouse move there. 78th minute. And here goes the shithousing. Jose Garcia shithouses. But Equipo Chico is winning. Olimpia, hold on. Olimpia 3-1, 3-1. Because he's a damn good player. I have no idea more than that because I'm not a Hawks fan or a Knicks fan. I have no idea. He's just a good player. And he's tortured New York. Header cleared. 79th minute. I don't really have the perspective to say anything more than that. And a free kick for Olimpia there. Timbers will be MLS Cup contenders if they sign Evander. I agree with that. How crazy would it be if Toronto FC played the Timbers in the MLS Cup final next year? That would be nice. I'm not saying it will happen. It would be nice. '79th minute. Free kick for Olimpia. 10. Getting to the last 10 minutes of the game plus stoppage time here. Olimpia. The chance for Alajuelense is very slight in the second leg, but it's enough that I don't feel bad about wearing the suit in the second leg. I won't count them out, but it's definitely a very slim chance that Alajuelense, well, not as slim as they make something out of the second leg and make it interesting, but yeah. Here's Alajuelense trying to look for a late second goal. And that's a horrible pass. Seriously, Alajuelense is playing like absolute trash. Like they're choking. They're legitimately putting themselves in positions to where Olimpia could just score bangers. Which team would go to the CCL in their place? If it's Philly versus LAFC, it would be Austin. Well, yeah, if it's Philly LAFC, it would be Austin. I think it would still be Austin, even if it's New York in the MLS Cup final. It would still end up being Austin. Austin's the third place team in the table. Or the third place non-Canadian team in the table. So they're in the catbird seat to go to CCL. Cross in. And that's a horrible trying to carry that. So it would be Austin. Because Philly would already be in. LA's already in. Only way New York goes, I think they have to win MLS Cup again. Alajuelense are choking on a chicken bone doing the Toronto Maple Leafs, honestly. You got a chicken bone in your throat. Do I need to prescribe you some Everclear? Because I don't think you want to remember this one. I don't know. I probably will throw a joke in there. I'm not completely sure. I'm not. Figueroa's coming on. Figueroa is coming on for Pineda. Carlos Pineda, yes. Now, no. Carlos Sanchez. Did it again, didn't I? Carlos Sanchez. Pulled for Figueroa. 82nd minute. Alajuelense has a free kick here. Getting to the 83rd minute. Time is running out. Getting to the last 10 minutes of the tie with some stoppage time. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Celso Borges to take this free kick. Plays it in. And it absolutely, they just watch it roll by. If I am an Alajuelense fan, I'm pissed. Header, goal! 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 Alajuelense! Goal de la Liga! Giancarlo Gonzalez gets it to 3-2 off the cross. What a header. Gamboa plays it in. Gonzalez is right there. He was onside. It is a goal. In the 83rd. In the 84th minute, Giancarlo Gonzalez scores the goal. The former Galaxy man. 3-2, 3-2. And Alajuelense are still knocking. What if they make it 3-3? How nuts would that be? How nuts would that be? Cross in. Still. Cleared. Corner. Corner. Alajuelense looking for it. Alajuelense are still in this tie. Menjivar with a big save. What a wild, wild game. Punch for punch. Slugfest. Crossed in. Header. Cleared. Be cleared away. Going to Alajuelense. Still. Header falls. Header falls. It's a throw for Alajuelense. Yes. It's not over yet. 85th minute. It's not over till the opera singer sings, and we're not. Oh! Okay, don't tell me that's a free kick the other way. He ducked to get just jumped over. That was an absolute duck to just get leaped over. Ball played forward, 86th minute. Headed down, Celso Borges gives it. Nope, still with Alajuelense. Almost gave it away. Didn't, though. Ball switch to play. Barn burner first leg. Johan Venegas. And that's given away. Okay. Interesting. No foul. Alajuelense going forward. Looking. I don't know what you mean by punching through the face. I like this. This is fun. Oh, wait. The slugfest thing. Yeah, there we go. 86th minute. They should bring back group stages in CCL. No, I like it the expanded way, but not with the group stages. It's just completely obvious. Like, seriously. Like, you know who's going through groups. I mean, even the new version, or I should say, the new expanded format still sort of screws over Central American sides, but at least you can win a 2-leg tie a lot easier than somehow upsetting a group. In CONCACAF, but in the ideal world of CONCACAF, or at least US, Mexico, and Canada, the North American teams are the ones that get to the round of 16 out of that preliminary round tie. You at least have one Central American team and one Caribbean team in the round of 16 due to buys, but that's not really great. It's not really great representation. Saved by Menjivar, 88th minute. At least they have Leagues Cup, to be honest. Yeah, in Leagues Cup, which you at least get that. That's where it works. That's where it works. Or the Central American Cup. Or the Caribbean Cup. It works there because it's at least a little bit unpredictable. Semi-unpredictable. It's not completely predictable. I mean, I'll still get most of my predictions right. I'm just saying it's somewhat unpredictable. But then you have Champions League, which I didn't like how predictable the group stages were. Maciel is coming on for number 23. Jorge Alvarez, the goal scorer of the second goal. The winning goal right now is Chirinos. 3-2, 3-2, 89th minute. Does Alajuelense find an equalizer, an absolute equalizer? But this is a very close tie. Anything can happen. Now it's like anything can happen next week. Anything. So we're back to anything can happen. So that's good for the views and good for the suit. It just ends up being 4-2. Not great, but better. Save by Morera. 89th minute. 1 more minute plus stoppage time. 12 Liga MX teams, 12 MLS teams, 4 Canadian teams, 2 Caribbean teams, 2 Central American teams, 4 teams in groups of 8. Well, that's not what they're doing, though. That's not what they're doing, though. I like the new MLS playoff format. I really do. A mini MLS is back tournament. I like it. 90th minute. And it gives you 30 playoff games instead of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. I would rather have 30. Most of them group stage? Yes, but still. But again, it's somewhat unpredictable. Yeah, it may be better, but it's not what they're doing. 90th minute corner. Nice clearance. Could Alajuelense make anything out of this? Into the 90th minute. We're into stoppage time. Cleared. Not exactly, though. 3 minutes of stoppage time. 3 more in this first leg in Honduras before we get set to be in Costa Rica. They play in Costa Rica next week. I will not be there. It would be nice, but I will not be there. But again, before we get set for the second leg in Costa Rica next week. And almost got cut apart. 2.5 minutes left. Out for a goal kick. Two and a half more, now just 2 minutes. Almost halfway through stoppage. Two minutes to go. 91st minute. Does Alajuelense find a equalizer? Ruiz. David Ruiz. Plays forward. Nice play. Borges Chips to Suarez. Suarez all alone on an island, but he plays it back. Borges. Still. Looks for Suarez. Suarez. Halfway through stoppage time. 1:30 left. 1 minute 30 left. Alajuelense found another late goal to equalize. There's a chance over the bar. Over the bar. Goal kick. True. And you see an Olimpia win, and there is the fireworks already. One minute to go. Less than a minute. Play forward. That'll be cleared. Throw in for Alajuelense. Running up against the clock. Borges. 30 seconds to go. Chips over the top. Plays down. Ruiz. Plays in. No chance to get to it. Suarez. 20 seconds. Maybe, but I like CONCACAF being the weird ones. I do. Free kick. 10 seconds to go. This should be the last kick of the game. CONCACAF is CONCACAF. We embrace the weird here, is the way I see it. We embrace the weird here. It may not be as professional, but we embrace the weird here. That's the fun part. That's the way I see it. You can see it the way you want to see it. I see it the way I see it. Here's a free kick. Should be the last kick of the game. And yes, it is. Full time. We got 3-2. 3-2. Olimpia wins the first leg. But this game is definitely not over yet. It's definitely not over yet. Jose Pinto in the 12th minute. Venegas in the 45th +4. Giancarlo Gonzalez. Jorge Alvarez, the 47th. Michael Trinos, the 69th. And Giancarlo Gonzalez in the 84th. Tying over yet, but a barn burner of a first leg puts us in a position as to where the second leg does mean something. Does mean something. It's not completely... Let's do this. There we go. So, with that being said, great game for the first leg of the tournament. Our first leg of the tournament final, the final ever final. Should be very interesting how the second leg goes next week. And this time, next week, we may know our CONCACAF League champion, or we may not. May take a bit longer. Who knows? But this time next week, we will be nearing the complete and full end of a great CONCACAF League and a great tournament history. We shall see where this goes. But with that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Send super chats on the live streams. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of the game. Should be an epic second leg. Well, with that being said, review will be up within the hour, and I'll see you for that. I'm Ryan, and I'm out. Peace. Great first leg. Let's hope the second leg's just as good. See ya.